Whether you're buying your first home or your next home, affordability is always a big question. Hey friends, Scott Smith, the Smith team at Keller Williams, wanted to share with you some insights about affordability, which is certainly at the top of mind for just about every single home buyer, no matter what the market is. And so today I wanted to just share with you some insights about what affects affordability and also some of those compromises that you might want to consider when you're looking for a home and engaging with a real estate professional. Just wanted to talk to you about some of the big things that affect affordability. Obviously, interest rates is first and foremost. If you're getting a mortgage, that makes a huge difference. The other factors that affect affordability would be insurance rates, which have had some significant changes. So make sure that you're shopping around and having a good conversation with your insurance professional. The other thing is property taxes. Minnesota, relatively speaking, has had some pretty affordable property taxes. But going from one county to the next, one school district to the next, one city to the next can have a huge impact on your affordability and what you can have for your monthly mortgage payment. The last thing, obviously, is prices. So what you're looking at from a price, what you get for your dollar makes a big difference. And with everything, there comes compromise. And we're having a consultation with our buyer clients. We're looking at what options are out there and available to make sure that they have realistic expectations and what they can find for either, like I said, their first home or their next home. The 4 or 5 things that we want to make sure that we're considering when we're looking at that is location. The biggest thing about location is neighborhood. Why do you want to live there? Is it a community that you want to be in? Is it close proximity to work? All those things take into account when you're looking at location. Location, 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 those 3 most important words when it comes to real estate. The second thing to consider, what we talk to our clients about, is the age of a home. Just like a new car, new car is more expensive because it rolls off the lot, it depreciates in value. But older homes, depending on the location, might also have some wear and tear, some maintenance, and those things that you need to take care of when you're buying an older home. The third thing you might want to consider when you're looking at compromising is space and square footage. You might be able to find an older home that's got a lot of square footage, but you might also be able to find a newer home that has maybe an unfinished basement where you can build some equity long term if you want to get into a certain area. So square footage is a big factor. Compromising on the gross square footage versus the finished square footage of any property makes a huge, huge difference. The fourth thing I want to share with you is condition. So if you're looking at a specific neighborhood that you want to be in, but maybe you can't afford a property that is in premium condition, maybe you can find something where you can force some appreciation by fixing up. Maybe it's some cosmetics. Maybe you're handy enough to where you can finish a basement, update some of the mechanicals, take care of some of those things to force that appreciation so you can actually get into a neighborhood that is on the top of your list, but that property maybe needs a little bit of work. So the fifth thing I want to share with you are some of those things that you really can't quantify. Those are the perks kind of around a certain neighborhood or a community. So what I mean by that is different schools, school districts obviously has an impact on pricing and affordability. What activities do you like to do? Do you like to be out on the water? Do you like to go for hikes? Do you like to be close to different events or shopping or restaurants? That certainly is going to play into your decision when you're looking at buying a property. So those 5 things will be something that we talk about from a conversation with compromise and what is important to you. So location, age, space, condition, and perks really make a difference. So with that compromise comes a trade-offs. And you might also be looking at the commute time from where you are with work. And recently we've had more and more clients that are working remote, or they only have to go into the office maybe 2 or 3 days a week. And they're okay with having a longer commute time because they're not going into work in person for like a couple of days a week, so they can handle that. So the other thing with that is the city living versus living in the suburbs or even more of a rural setting. What do you get when you're moving a little bit further out? A little bit more peace and quiet potentially, a little bit more land, a little bit more elbow room, maybe a little bit quieter setting for you. So all those things come into play when we're having a conversation about buying your next home, whether it be your first home or your next home for you and your family, or even downsizing. So certainly, let's have a conversation about exploring those options, what it means to you to find a great home. Within every neighborhood and every community, there's some great opportunities. So affordability and having a great real estate agent that knows the market and what are some of your options out there certainly make a difference. So reach out to us, 651-777-3434. You can call, click, connect with us online, leave a comment if you have some questions, you want to reach out to us, and we'd be happy to have a conversation with you either in person or over the phone. Have a great holiday, and we'll talk to you next week. Take care.